The full planche is a very advanced static skill, and in comparison to the straddle planche, it requires you to lean further forward and engage more of your core. This skill will need you to have significantly more pushing strength in order to perform properly. Learning the technique can be challenging, so I will show you 4 progressions to help you achieve the full planche quickly. Before learning the full planche, you should already have a solid straddle planche for at least 5 seconds. Now let's cover the form do's and don'ts for the full planche. The first and most common mistake is the high planche. I myself have personally struggled with this in the past. Your body should be in a linear horizontal position with no bend in the lower back. The second mistake is the hip sag, where the hips are positioned below the upper body, which reduces the load on the shoulders. Ideally, we want to keep protracted shoulders and locked out straight arms, with no sag or excessive height. This will develop our straight arm strength and put more load on the anterior and middle deltoid. So now let's start with the first progression, which is L-sit to full planche. This exercise is very helpful because the L-sit to full planche transition helps to give you momentum to enter that straight horizontal line. This then helps to develop your straight arm strength and gets you used to leaning further forward. Make sure to always lock out your arms and hold the planche for as long as you can to get maximum time under tension. The second progression is bent arm tucked planche to full planche. This exercise is especially helpful for developing the necessary shoulder pushing strength that you will need to hold your body weight in the full planche. When performing this exercise, it is very important that you're always in a horizontal position and pushing from your hips. You want to be as explosive as possible and lock out your arms at the top of each rep. The third progression is straddle planche push-ups. This exercise is a more advanced version of the previous exercise. It will help you learn to push in a constant linear horizontal position. When performing this exercise, the technique is very important. You must keep your core tight and your legs locked out at all times in order to achieve a clean rep. The final progression that I have for you is L-sit to straddle planche press. This exercise involves a lot of straight arm strength. When performing this exercise, it is very important that you point your toes when you enter the straddle, and you keep your arms completely locked out when pressing. This particular exercise can be quite challenging when first starting out, which is why it is the last exercise on the list. You may use the momentum from the swing of the L-sit to full planche transition if you're struggling with this exercise. Just make sure to keep proper form and control yourself throughout the movement. Then over time, you will swing less and less until you can do a strict straddle planche press. The full planche is a very demanding static skill, so it will take a lot of patience, but if you master all these 4 progressions, then there is no reason why you can't do at least a 3-second full planche hold. For preparation and conditioning, planche leans can help you get warmed up before planche training. And straddle planche negatives can help improve body control and can be used as a progression for the straddle planche press. That's all for today's tutorial. Feel free to ask questions and I will see you in my next video.